Hello, and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I am Luke, and this is my wonderful wife, Amber.
Hello.
Together, we are the Lord and Lady who lock horns,
The Count and Countess of Contention,
the Duke and Duchess of Disagreement,
and the King and Queen of Quarrels.
We have been together since little Troy wanted to be a baller. We have argued about practically everything, and we are still together and happily married.
In this entertainment-only podcast, we will bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience gets the final say on who the winner is.
We do not claim to be relationship experts by any means. We will debate lots of things, many of which are frequently submitted by our listeners. If you have a topic you want us to non-professionals to battle on before you try it at home, send the ideas to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
Perhaps this completely unscientific method of letting the masses decide who the winner is can settle your fight before you even have it.
And so here we are at, well,
Bonus.
I was going to say episode number, can't remember anymore, but it doesn't matter.
It's a bonus episode.
It's a bonus. Who doesn't like a bonus?
I mean, I would love a bonus. I'll
Just
never
like
see
in
one,
anything,
but
literally. What if you were just randomly in life and people were like, oh, bonus. Like, walking down the street and be like, oh, look at this. You get a little bonus wisp of wind.
Right. Well, and in our bonus episodes, while you still will be able to vote, we won't have like a full tally like we do in our regular episodes because we don't know when it's going to show.
That's true.
We don't know when we might need a day off of our normal recording. So we put a couple aside, and this is one of them. So lucky you or unlucky us. I don't know why we had to throw in a bonus episode, but here you go.
Know.
We have content regardless.
I would say lucky us.
Probably. We're like on vacation, or we just won the lottery, or...
Oh, we're future casting.
Yeah,
I
future
like
casting.
this. Okay, so maybe when this episode drops, maybe we're like well known in more than, let's say, 25 states. That's a marker for me. That's half the country.
Yeah, or maybe we're like so big that we're currently, as we're talking right now, like having a huge discussion to other folks. Or at like a podcast convention.
I mean, wait. First of all, I like the idea of having a discussion with other... Wait, what's a podcast convention? Is that a thing?
Yes, it's absolutely a thing where people... Podcast hosts go to these conventions probably to learn about things that we don't know, and network and things like that. There's one... This
sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Do they call them PodCon? Because like Comic
No.
Con...
It's like we're actually... It's not like we're... Well, actually, I don't know. I've never been to one, so...
CastCon.
It could be.
There's a lot of... Well, not a lot of names. There's at least two names. PodCon and CastCon.
But a lot of times it's where you get to meet other podcasters if you are a podcaster. So I'm sure that like huge ones don't go, but I bet a lot of the ones that I listen to, I know that they've gone to podcast conventions. And I think some are also probably more specific to whatever genre of podcast that there is. But
so there's almost for sure a murder one?
Promise you. And I would like to go. I'd like to be invited.
Crime. What are is it murder
True crime.
And true crime? There we go. Those are the two big hit ones.
I would love to be invited, and maybe that's where we are right now. So I'm
in.
Okay, but that's the whole point of why we have our bonus episodes. Shouldn't be a big surprise, but something else is going on, and we are winning.
Heck yeah.
Maybe it could just be something really boring, like I'm hungry and I need some pizza.
Oh, yeah. That's always the answer when there's no other answers.
No other answer.
It's pizza.
It's pizza. I don't understand why it's always pizza because there's certainly quicker things. And we have a couple places that will deliver to us.
Yeah.
They're not our preferences, though.
No. But hey, like, shout out to pizza for being, like, potentially the easiest, assuming that you're ordering a delivered pizza, the easiest answer to dinner in the history of things. Now, that being said, you can now order and have delivered to your house, like, whatever you want for the most part because of delivery service companies that have become super popular in the last decade. But like when we were growing up, all the way up until that time really saturated the market, literally the answer was always pizza.
Yeah.
And it's still the answer for like pizza. Let's have a pizza party, like at work.
But when I was a kid, having a pizza delivered to your house or even going out was like a very special treat. That is not the world we live in today. Like that is
true.
That is we are feeling lazy. But I feel like when I was a kid, we'd maybe have pizza 3 times a year. It was
we
very,
definitely
very
had pizza
rare.
more often. My mom is not a lover of the kitchen.
Well, I mean,
She did not have a lot of money, so we ate a lot of food that was out of that kitchen.
yeah,
But we definitely had
expensive.
pizza more than 3 times a year.
Yeah, pizza's expensive. And maybe it's just my memory, but it sure seemed like it was very rare that we would have pizza. But when we did, it was, it was like a planned out thing. Whereas today, our world it's not planned. It's, oh, shoot, it's 10 minutes before we're supposed to be eating dinner. We've got 80 million other things to do. Let's just order a pizza.
Yeah. Or something just came up you weren't planning on.
Right.
And whatever
right.
free time you had planned to make food is gone.
Yeah, I feel like that pizza day happens more on your cook nights. But
Whoa, coming at me hard in the podcast.
it's true. But the other thing is, we don't do this anymore, but we used to do a lot of frozen pizzas because you could get like
That's true.
5 frozen pizzas for $5 or something.
I wonder if you still can. Probably not. That sounds
it's
like
a
too cheap.
lot. It's probably like 2 pizzas for $10 nowadays.
I was just thinking about frozen pizza. I feel like the last one we had was given to me by a guy at work. It was a 4 mushroom pizza.
That sounds gross.
Well, the reason he gave it, I don't know how it came up. I think he was eating one. He was eating a 4 mushroom pizza at work. Like he likes mushrooms like a lot. And I was like, is that just a mushroom pizza? And he was like, no, it's a 4 mushroom pizza. And I was like, okay, so yes. And he was like, man, it's so good. Do you want to try a piece? And I was like, well, not right now because I just ate. But my daughter loves mushrooms. I bet she'd like something like that. And he was like, I got you. I'm going to bring you one. And he literally brought me one in like a couple days later. And I brought the thing home and I cooked it. And my daughter didn't love the pizza. Now, it was fine. But I think the issue was, it was a frozen pizza, which she has not grown up eating.
She's had a few. I mean, there were...
But not like we did.
No.
Because you're right. You could get some cheap pizzas back in the day.
There have been a couple of times I've purposefully bought cheap frozen pizzas. Now, she was quite a bit younger, but because it just seemed like an easy thing. And back in the day, well, when she was really little, they had those kids' meals that had pizza in them. And that was 100% a frozen pizza.
It was like the size of my palm.
Yeah,
Little
she
kids,
really liked those.
Tiny pizza.
I mean, it essentially tastes like ketchup and cheese on a cracker, but you know, when
gross.
She really liked that.
She did.
But there were a couple of times I got her a frozen pizza when I knew that we were going to be eating something else, and I mean, a lot of times it'd be something really good that she wouldn't actually think was good, so I'd get her that. But it's been years since we had a frozen pizza. I don't know, are there any good frozen pizza? I would love a comment on this as to what the best frozen pizzas are.
Okay, so comparing frozen pizzas when we were like little to like more grown up, like, from maybe 0 to 5, it was like there weren't a lot of choices. You got the
Red Baron.
Frozen pizza.
Or
was
Totino's.
Frozen pizza. But then Rising Crust came in. Like DiGiorno came out at some point in our life, and everybody was like, OMG, it's frozen pizza that doesn't taste like a normal frozen, or doesn't eat like a normal frozen pizza. And it was. The crust was different.
I mean,
I don't know that it was like night and day different.
No, I don't even think it was really worth the difference. But for a while in our college-ish days, we didn't, I mean, in our college years.
When we pretended to go to college? Yeah, high five.
I mean, I don't know that I want to advertise that all over, but when we were of that age, we did DiGiorno for a little bit. But I didn't think it was that much better, and I don't know. What I like is when I go through the grocery store now in the fall, they have I think it is Totino's or
No, they do pizza rolls. Wait, maybe they do full set. Oh, they have one called I think they have Tino's Pizza.
I don't know, but they have the Halloween pictures on the front. So
Do they have like bat-shaped pepperoni or something?
No, but there is.
Why not?
There is a company who is a take and bake company, and I don't know if they have what is it, Papa Murphy's, yes. And they make a jack-o'-lantern pizza. One time...
Did the pizza and then it's cut out with the shape? Or do they make like the decoration with the...
No, the dough is shaped like a jack-o'-lantern, and then they put like...
So it's got like a stem on the top?
It must. I don't really remember. But
and then do they use topping?
Yes. So they'll have pepperoni eyes with olives on that, and then they make a little face. But I remember one time we were having a little Halloween party for our daughter and our nieces, and we had cooked one of these jack-o'-lantern pizzas, left it on the oven, and, walked away for a few minutes, not very long at all, came back and the pizza was gone.
Uh-oh.
We had a Newfoundland, and she literally ate a scalding hot pizza in seconds, and no one heard it at all. There was
Probably give me like real time. How much actual clock time do you think it took?
I don't...
Like, how long were you out of the room for?
Maybe 2 minutes, but here's the thing.
For real, 2 minutes.
If that.
Like 120 seconds.
I really, yeah.
And it was...
Because I was going downstairs to tell the girls that the pizza was done. And then I came back up. And what was more amazing is that their uncle was in the other room. This was not a separated room by doors, and didn't hear a sound. So she stood with her feet on the stove, ate the pizza so quietly that he had no clue. Because I'm like, where is the pizza? Luckily, we had other pizza.
Dang.
But there was our fun Halloween pizza just gone, eaten by a dog in seconds.
Maybe someone watching this has had a Newfoundland and could say a similar story, but I would say
stealthy.
Of all the huge dogs we've had, Newfoundlands might be the stealthiest giant dog there is.
They're super silent, and you wouldn't think they should.
These big 120, 150-pound dogs will just like show up, and you're like, oh.
I think the fur, all that fluff, stops sound. Like owls. God.
Wait, so like in a studio where there's like the what is it called? The sound deadening material.
Foam or whatever.
So their body is sound deadening.
I think so. I mean, I would think about when the dog would like jump up on our bed. You couldn't really hear it very much, I mean, either of our moves.
Like it.
Yeah, so they kind of have that. But that dog really liked pizza. And luckily she was a big enough dog to be able to handle a whole, I don't even know how big they're supposed to...
She didn't even get sick, did she?
No, she didn't. No, of course not. She had an iron gut. She could eat anything.
Man.
But again, I mean, that was a fun pizza, though. Fun in theory.
Fun story. Fun for the dog.
Really fun for the dog.
Heck yeah.
Also blew the uncle's mind away who was in the other room. Because he's like, how did just slurped it down.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
I don't think I could eat an entire pizza.
It wasn't even cut. So this pizza was like a large pizza?
I don't know, 14 inches maybe?
At 16 inches, I'm sure.
Maybe, sure.
So, and it wasn't even cut. So she just slurped it. I don't even know.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I'm thinking about me eating an entire pizza. Like, I could do that. Maybe not anymore, but I could for sure like 10, 20 years ago. But it would take me like a little bit, like at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe more, maybe like 15 minutes. I mean, today I probably couldn't do it at all, but...
It was, I mean, I guess you'd need to be a dog who really wants a pizza.
That is wild.
It really was wild. It was wild. But, there's another option too, like the take and bakes. Those are still, to me, not as good as some of the pizza places that you can get pizza from as that take and bake, but better than frozen.
For sure.
And so I think that one's a pretty good option. But the other...
Sorry about that little brief pause. We had a moment where the cat must have heard our talk about pizza. She got hungry and started chewing on an electrical cord.
Yeah, we had to stop her to save her here quickly. So,
and to save the podcast.
And to save the podcast.
Yeah.
But So you have those kind of pizzas, the frozen, the take and bake, regular delivery. Again, my personal opinion is, and my neighbors might have different ones, but I don't think we have that many awesome options of pizza.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the same, mostly thin crust, which I'm okay with. Sometimes I really do actually want a nice thin crust, greasy pizza. But I also really like deep dish pizza.
For sure.
And there's two different kinds of deep dish pizza, really.
Okay.
Well,
There's
probably
definitely
more than two.
But what do you think the two
But
are?
like the round deep dish pizza,
Okay.
Chicago style or whatever.
I think, but New York style is also round. But yes.
There's a New York deep dish?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
They've all gotten their own style now.
But the Detroit is different, and that is like
square or rectangle.
Yeah,
I think that's the now. We could be wrong about both of those things, but if we're not, cool. But if we are, I feel like somebody might tell us.
We're also close enough to Chicago that we have heard that is where the best deep dish is.
For sure.
Ferociously. Like, there's not even a question by Chicagoans where...
Like, they will fight you.
They will. And you have to try it. And I've had Chicago deep dish in Chicago more than once, and it was really good.
For sure delicious. Also, just side note, I guarantee you, there's been an actual fight, like fist fight, between a Chicagoan and a Detroiter about who made the better deep dish.
I was thinking Chicago and New York. I guess Detroit is much
New York
closer.
style is technically its own style.
I was talking
about
the flat kind and thinner. I thought New York was thinner and like the foldable kind.
Yeah, it's the big and the foldable and the.
That's not deep dish.
No, I know, but they have their own. Anyway, I'm just saying, for sure there have been real actual fights about who made the better pizza.
Well, I feel like Chicago probably has a little bit... I feel like their pizza's probably longer standing.
Probably.
And that's just based on when it's hit us here in our portion of the Midwest.
I mean, Detroit is also technically in the Midwest.
But that's my point. It's so close. The fact that, I've only heard of Detroit-style pizza in the last 15 years or something tells me...
That's true.
It's not, but...
Maybe it's been around longer, we just didn't know.
When I was a kid and went to Chicago, so this was like, in 2012. Just kidding.
Oh, please.
When I was a kid and went to Chicago some years ago, we definitely had Chicago deep dish pizza. But the difference, though, from what I've seen on Chicago-style deep dish pizza versus Detroit, besides the shape, is how they layer it, right? Mm-hmm. Because Detroit has crust sauce, cheese toppings.
Yep.
Chicago is crust cheese topping sauce? Or is the sauce...
That feels right.
Or is the toppings on top of the sauce?
No.
So, but
I think they do a little sauce on the splash on the top.
But I don't think there's sauce between the cheese and the crust, though.
I feel like there is, but it's not as much as.
You're just saying. I get what you're saying. Okay. Well, either way, there's sauce on top, which is not true for any other regular pizza that I am used to.
And it's delicious.
It is really. Some of them they have I like how their crust is if they have good seasoning and like a good grease on it. Yeah. There's some that I've had where it's just like there's not really flavor. It's just extra crunchy crust. Mm-hmm. I like crunchy, but add that grease, whatever butter. I have no. It's probably garlic butter. Actually, now that I think about it,
it could be
so good. But now that we're talking about it, I really kind of do want like a really good. Detroit style pizza.
Oh. I love that for you and for me.
We do have a really good deep dish also nearby that I would also do. But I don't know. Maybe at some point soon we'll have some pizza. That would be really good. The other pizza I like too, and actually, this is a hard one. I don't know which is my favorite.
I don't either.
The wood fire or deep dish.
Oh.
They're so different.
They're very different.
And
I mean, if you had to pick one, the thing is, you don't have to pick one. I mean, like, I get who's got the best thing, that kind of thing.
Sometimes you have to pick one.
I mean, I guess that's true. But like, I'm just saying, generally in life, they both exist and are currently accessible to where we live. So we don't like, you might in that moment have to pick one.
Am I alone?
Maybe gun to your head and someone's like, what's the best?
You have to pick one when you're buying a pizza.
That's true.
But am I alone in feeling like the wood fire pizza is a healthier pizza? It really I feel like
it probably technically is because, and I'm sure it depends, and I'm not a nutritionist. Remember, there's very little research that goes into these episodes.
I know how many calories are in a punch pizza.
Dang. There is definitely less bread, which means less wheat, which means less, well, not just wheat and sugar and salt and whatever goes in yeast. So there's less carbs and there's probably less fat and there's a reason.
The cheeses are different.
Listen, there's a reason Oprah had a commercial about bread and how on a Weight Watchers commercial she was like, I love bread, and how that was a problem. But then she was like, no, I'm on Weight Watchers and I can eat bread. So clearly bread is a problem.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay, so I'm saying even from like a regular, even delivery pizza, a thin crust delivery, I think, and a wood fire, depending on the company. Okay. I think that the wood fire just always feels like a healthier choice.
It does. I agree.
And I mean,
it probably is.
I'm wondering if the cheese is the reason, because when I get one of those, it's not like doused in cheese. When I order a regular pizza, I'm like, I want the extra cheese.
Sure.
But I would not ask for extra, whatever that burrata or whatever mozzarella. I would never
burrata's the like ball of mozzarella.
Yeah, I wouldn't say extra burrata.
That's not on pizza.
What? On the wood fire pizza?
No, burrata is literally, it's a ball of cheese. It's a shape of I've watched them make these. They don't use burrata at that place. With like cheese oil or water or something. Like if you open a ball of burrata, there's like wet goo in the middle that isn't cheese.
You know what's
don't
really...
use that at the pizza shop. Now wait, just brief pause. Shout out to future potential sponsor Punch Pizza, because we like to eat there and we think you're healthy.
Yes, this is life hack number bonus life hack.
Bonus life hack.
Life hack. If you're wanting to have the guilt of a pizza, but you want to feel like, a little better afterwards, that's a place I do really like. Wood fire pizza. It doesn't need to just be from our place.
Yeah.
When I go on vacation elsewhere, after I'm done with all the greasy food, for whatever reason, I'm like, ooh, a wood fire pizza. It'll fill me up, but the ingredients just feel a little less. And really, it's probably what I'm putting on the pizza, if you think about it. Because I'm like, here's what I want. I want some mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, which I believe is burrata, but you're saying
that's not what it is.
I want fresh mozzarella. I want some fresh tomatoey sauce.
Okay.
And I want basil. I want goat cheese and sea salt, right? Ugh. But when I get, and I'm not asking for extra cheese on that, because I really want to taste the wood fire on my pizza. But when I get any place else, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get an extra cheese pizza, and half of it I want pineapples on it, and it's super good that way, And then, so that, I think that's probably the difference. And usually a lot of times when I'm eating a wood fire pizza, the other thing they seem to have is like a good salad option too. And I'm like, oh, I should have salad first, because that's going to make me actually happier to have a little bit of salad before my pizza.
Well, when I get those wood fire pizzas, I don't order extra cheese either. So I think you're somehow right about like just having whatever the ingredients are that are like, I don't like modify my pizza at a wood fire place for the most part. I just like pick whatever.
Add more meat.
Well, it depends. Sometimes it depends on because they have some that have more meat. There's one I like at that place where like it needs a little extra because there aren't a lot of ingredients. But there's one that has like a lot and I leave it be. But like wherever else I go, I'm always changing stuff up. But you're right. The stuff I add is generally I want a decent amount of meat on the pizza. Yeah, because it has a bunch of bread and it has a bunch of cheese. I don't even really add extra cheese.
Yeah.
Part of that's the do I want to spend whatever they charge now $2? Oh, it's more than that. It's like $1.50, $2 for an ingredient. Anyway, it probably cost them 10 cents. I used to work at a pizza shop. So did you. But then I'm like, okay, well, if I add 4 ingredients, the pizza's all of a sudden going to be like $30.
Yeah.
I can't hang with that.
$30 sounds actually really cheap nowadays. But anyhow, I don't know. That's just the differences in what you're going to find in a pizza. You know, the other thing, when you order and you add a lot of toppings. I'm like minimal, very minimal. I only want like 1 or 2 toppings.
I like the ones that like have, and this is a recent development in my life, but I like the ones that have everything. And there's different names for them. We used to call it a garbage pizza.
Yeah,
right?
Yes. I think everybody
I still
does.
do. But what do they call them? Like they don't call them that at the place, obviously, because that'd be bad advertising. They call them is it like a party pizza or like a? I don't think they call it like a. It depends on the restaurant.
I don't think you're going to be able to.
I feel like I've seen the same name at a few different places.
It's garbage. Everybody knows it as a garbage pizza. If you were to call any pizza company and say, "I want a garbage pizza," they're going to be like, "Great. Do you want that with or without sauerkraut?"
We should try that. Ew, sauerkraut. Man, listen, pizza places don't have sauerkraut.
My dad used to love a sauerkraut pizza. I know. I don't know.
I've never even heard of that.
Just the other day, for the first time, I had a pickle pizza, which I had never had before, and actually, I really kind of enjoyed.
The pickle wave is strong here.
Yeah, I mean, but it was actually pretty good, and it had pickled chips on it too, which I thought was interesting. I never thought of putting, pickled potato chips. I never thought of putting potato chips onto a pizza, but why not? I mean, you're putting everything else on it.
I guess I never had. Well, except I had a bite of yours.
Yeah,
but I've never had potato chips on a pizza.
What did you think of the pickle pizza?
It was good, but I probably wouldn't. I would never have more than a slice.
I think
because pickles are like it's a strong thing, and like I don't know. There's people out there that are really into pickles, but
I mean, but I like a good flavor contrast in general. You know, I like and the pickle brings a good vinegar flavor, which I didn't know I wanted with the pizza. But you know, I mean, for a nice little side piece of pizza, yeah, or like those nice delicious flatbreads too,
which is technically just pizza, right? Can we
it
all
feels
agree?
Different. I don't know.
Is it just because there's not often cheese on it?
Oh, there's always some kind of cheese on it. It seems like, or I wouldn't order it if it wasn't.
It's more like a wood fire pizza.
Yeah, I wouldn't order it if it didn't have cheese on it. You know, because then I don't even know what to call it. And it's a cracker. I don't know. What would you even? Bruschetta or whatever it is.
I guess that's probably true.
Yeah, but I wouldn't order that. So.
I bet the history of the naming of different types of things on cooked breads is probably interesting. Like, I wonder if bruschetta is technically like the first pizza, and then somebody was like, "Wait, what if we made the bread flatter?" And then somebody else was like, "What if we made it rise?" And somebody else was like, "What if we put cheese on it?"
I'm sure we could find some kind of history of pizza.
I bet.
Thing out there.
I feel like we missed a chance at some good research.
But there's still time. You can always learn. And you can go back. That's the nice thing about life is even if you're like, well, I passed that moment in time where the quiz was, which is right now, apparently. Right now is our pizza quiz time. Doesn't mean that
we're failing a quiz.
Doesn't mean that we can't later on and be like, you know what, just for the nutsies of it, right? You know, I'm going to go back and learn and do that research so that I can either know or not know. But the other thing is sort of bonkers is we cannot split a pizza. It's really hard for us to split a pizza. We do not agree on toppings.
I mean, that's for sure because you pick weird toppings or not enough toppings.
You pick too many toppings that spoil the whole pizza. You'd be like...
Disagree.
No, you'll pick toppings that are so strong in flavor or fragrance that somehow during the cook, it seeps over onto the side of my plain side. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, this is a really nice piece of pineapple pepper, or not even pepperoni, whatever it is, my plain pizza. And then you'll go through and you'll be like, oh, I've added onion, I've added pepper, I've added pineapple, I've added all sorts of things, you know. It's not to me, it's not good. And the thing that you always frequently add, that I really cannot abide because it's hides, is olives. So gross.
Sometimes onions.
Onions are the worst on pizza.
You also hate.
I do, because you'll sit there and you're like, wait, is that cheese or is that, oh, it's a whole slice of onion. I don't want that at all.
Okay.
I don't want that at all.
I like gran sabor.
What are you even saying?
Big flavor.
Oh, okay. I hardly speak English, so
There you go.
So
well, that wasn't English. Good
I
news.
understand. I'm just saying, let's try to, at least for me, I won't understand. But, I mean, talking about all of this pizza, I'm not really quite hungry yet because we did just eat, but I could
Thank
probably.
Goodness, if we were doing this episode while we were hungry,
this would be the shortest episode ever.
Now, while we're talking about things that the other one puts on a pizza,
yeah.
Let me just say, you do what, and I'm sorry to any of y'all out there that do this because you're just as wrong as my wife. You put fruit, sugary, sweet pineapple on a pizza.
That's true.
Which is wrong. It's like, who does that? That'd be like, let's just flip the script. You're eating a pineapple and you're like, oh, I know just what this pineapple needs. I'm going to put tomato sauce and cheese on it and then eat the pineapple. Come on.
So, Luke, let me ask you a question.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the battle ensues. In this corner, weighing in at 135 pounds and currently protected by a pretty awesome sweatshirt, is my lovely wife, Amber.
And in this corner, we have Luke weighing in at 185 plus, and he's got his red beard here, and he's going to have to do some answering for me today. Because I have a question for you, Luke.
Yeah, what is it?
What is the worst topping on pizza?
Well, the obvious answer is, we can both agree on this one, anchovies. But
yeah.
We couldn't really have an argument
that.
about, because who wants a salty little dead fish on their pizza?
No, I don't want a salty dead fish on anything.
Okay, now,
So
skipping past
that's not an option. Okay.
My opinion of the worst ingredient you add to a pizza is clearly pineapple. Because it goes against all things the pizza is. And this is like a recent development, I think, in human experimentation with food, which I guess probably we're all the beneficiaries of to some degree. But, like, I don't think back in the day when people were making pizza and coming up with how do you make a pizza, what's the right thing on a pizza, for probably, I'm going to guess, hundreds of years. I don't know when pizza started. Nobody ever said, oh, I know, let's put cherries on it. Oh, how about a raspberry? Should we throw an apple on there? How about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like pineapple came late to the game because nobody wanted it. So they put this pineapple on there, this juicy, sweet, admittedly delicious fruit on its own, and decided to put it on a savory tomato and bread and salt and seasonings, baked, delicious dinner food. And they said, every time I think about it, I just don't get it. Now, I've had it. I think everyone's probably had it. There was a brief time in my life where I liked I think it was Canadian bacon and pineapple.
It's called a Hawaiian pizza.
A Hawaiian pizza, because it was like a fad that went, I don't even remember when. I'm going to say like maybe early or mid 2000s. Like everyone was talking about, was it in the 90s? Anyway, everyone was talking about get a Canadian, or not a Canadian bacon, Hawaiian
pizza.
Which was Canadian bacon. Oddly enough, a Hawaiian pizza was Canadian bacon and pineapple.
Well,
clearly the Hawaiian part would be the pineapple, but
I mean, no, because pork is huge in Hawaii.
I guess.
And Canadian bacon
Maybe that's where they get their pigs from in Hawaii. They ship them in
from
Canada.
I actually learned about this recently, and I'm going to get it wrong, but I want to say it actually was invented in Canada. And I think that I learned... No, I'm 100% sure it was... I saw this on a Top Chef episode. It was created in Canada. And so, yeah, they created this with the Canadian bacon, which I don't know if they actually call it Canadian bacon in Canada.
They might just call it ham.
And with pineapple. But, we are from the great land of Spam, which is huge in Hawaii.
It is.
So, and it's been huge in Hawaii forever. So I think that that's probably why it's considered a Hawaiian. And in Hawaii, like having pineapple and how about a ham, right? Like a lot of people will have ham and they'll put pineapple on the ham to cook it, to make it sweeter. So
they do.
This is the thing. You don't eat ham, so you wouldn't know. But yes, it's like a sweet glaze on ham is an actual thing. I mean, if you think about...
Well, I guess, because I've heard of like honey baked ham. Is that a thing?
Yes.
I've heard of that. I haven't heard of pineapple though, but I guess.
Yeah, it's a thing that's been around for just, a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I've seen pictures from like the 1940s newspapers where there's a ham with Hawaiian slices on it. So it's been around for a while. But, it wouldn't have been around forever to put pineapple onto a pizza because I cannot imagine that the pineapple is going that's a long trip for a pineapple to go to hit Italy to be thrown on a pizza. I don't think it's the lifespan and refrigeration.
Fair enough, especially pre-airplane. But still, the point is, pineapple on a pizza is not good, and it doesn't like agree with any other normal toppings for pizza. Like you look at a topping list at a pizza place, even one that's got a short list or a long list. I mean, pineapple's pretty prevalent, but it doesn't match anything else. Like there's like 2 or 3 different kinds of tomato. There's like 6 kinds of meat. There's like 3 different kinds of vegetables you could put on there. There's different onions. 3 different kinds of vegetables? I meant like, green
There's
peppers.
There's like 30 different kinds of vegetables.
Sure. But they categorize differently. I was going to talk about root vegetables versus others. But regardless, there's like a bunch of toppings. And I'm pretty sure none of them other than pineapple are fruit. Technically tomato. But you want us to do tomato as a fruit.
Tomato is a
fruit. It's just an argument
and not just
point.
Tomato.
But nobody.
Are fruit.
But okay, fine. But nobody's talking about it like that because most people conventionally think of fruit as sweet.
Some people think that there are sweet tomatoes out there.
Well, there
are definitely sweet peppers.
I eat the little ones sometimes.
Okay. All right. Is your argument done?
Oh, you want to just cut me off and jump right in because I didn't even talk about how. Oh,
I'm listening.
You go ahead. You want to try me on go ahead with your terrible argument, trying to argue that pineapple isn't the worst.
It's definitely like one of the better ones, and it's not the worst.
Okay, now we're just saying it's a better ingredient.
It is a better ingredient.
Better than what?
Well, okay. The 2 items that you put on a pizza that destroy it every time, for me, olives.
Are good on a pizza.
I'm going with olives. Olives are the worst thing to put on a pizza besides anchovies.
Not a chance.
And sauerkraut. Sorry to my late father. That is a weird thing to put on a pizza. But no, it's awful. It's got this textury thing on there, and you can't. It hides. I don't want a hidden ingredient in any of my food.
Hidden ingredient?
Like, it can hide. It can get lost in other things, and all of a sudden you're biting, and there's like this olive in your food, and you weren't like, don't surprise me with something like that. I feel like...
Same for pineapple. It's all yellow, hiding in the yellow cheese.
It stands out. It's always on top, and it's so easy to see. And, like, pineapple gets a nice little char to it, and it's so... Grilled pineapple is one of my favorite things. And you're putting grilled pineapple onto another one of my favorite things, cheese. And under that, a good tomato sauce and crust. Like, that's how could you not like that? Cooked pineapple is my favorite way to enjoy pineapple. It's way better. Olives, I don't want them in anything, ever. Like, it's not something that I would go to the refrigerator or to my cabinet or to the grocery store. Personally, I would never buy an olive in my life.
And yet, millions of people do.
Millions of people put pineapple on their pizza.
I bet you more people eat olives just for the joy of an olive.
That's a bizarre bet. This has nothing to do with. But they're not millions of. Well, okay, there's probably millions of people.
I could be totally wrong. I mean, pineapples are pretty popular.
Yeah, and they're delicious.
They are delicious,
and they just
don't belong on a pizza.
They really do. I think that
Nope.
You said at some point that you actually even enjoyed it on pizza.
At one point.
So,
but then the fad went away.
So if you enjoyed it at one point, and you're saying the fad went away,
yeah,
you're just a fair weather pineapple friend. Like, once people no longer are talking about it, once it's no longer the hype, you're like, I don't like it.
Call it what you want.
I mean, for me, I'm like tried and true. It was good, and it still is good.
Check this out. Maybe my taste buds grew up a little bit, and your taste buds are still just a little kid eating fruit on your pizza. Like, oh.
I think it's great when you have fruit in something, like fruit in a salad, or like. Think about, okay, if you're talking about me being a little kid, what about those fancy flatbreads that we get that'll have fruit on it? You're not like, that's weird. That's got grilled peach. Oh, that's got an apple on it.
No, that's different.
But it technically has all the same things. It's got a
but it's not the pizza. We're talking about like a normal pizza is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it on there.
Argument is about a pizza. It's not about flatbread that has fruit on it. It's not about.
I'm not saying that, but you're saying it has no. Mm-hmm. You said fruit has no reason to be on such an item.
Pizza.
Yes, flatbread is pizza. Listen, and you like peaches on flatbread. You like figs on flatbread.
Are you trying to pivot your whole argument right now to flatbread?
No.
Because I don't want our viewers to get confused about what they're going to vote on.
I actually have plenty of faith in the viewers that they're not going to get confused.
Well, this ain't
We have some very smart listeners here.
Obviously.
And they are going to
never, nor should you ever suggest that I would ever. You're just being a very good arguer at the moment.
Well, that's what we're doing here.
A flatbread, which is not the argument.
No, it is. It's all part of. We just spent.
No, it's not.
40 minutes talking about different kinds of pizza, and it happened to fall in there. So I'm gonna say
we're falling into veto category. No, you're gonna try to say flatbread's part of the argument.
No, I don't think we are in a part of veto territory. Just because you don't like that I have come up with something.
What was the question?
The question was, which is the worst topping on a pizza?
Pizza, not flatbread. Just making it clear.
Wow, you cannot handle this.
I just know, because I grew up in the argumentative family, and people would try to come up with something just a little bit to the side.
It's still pizza. And the point is no different than what I was literally just having. So, why don't you just chill, listen, and understand that my argument is that pizza is a basic level, certain things we've talked about, all the different ways pizzas is. I like pineapple on all of my pizza, whether it is a flatbread, whether it is a Detroit style, whether it is it's super good on that, whether it is a thin crust. I like it on all of it. It's good. Now, I don't want a whole pineapple pizza either, because I like a little variety. And when I say variety, I want a plain and a pineapple.
Just cheese.
Yeah.
Just pineapple.
I don't want at all any way of a creeping in their little freaking olive that rolled over onto my side. Olives are awful.
You don't want pineapple on your Neapolitan wood fire pizza.
I don't even know that they have it as an option there. But
you know why they probably don't? Because it's gross.
They might, though. I haven't actually looked.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't looked. So
and I've never seen you have a flatbread, which is a pizza with pineapple on it. Now, I've had a flatbread with plenty of fruit on it.
Yeah, okay.
Because the ingredient, I think that's maybe one of the differences between flatbread and pizza is like ingredients. It's a thin crust, and they do put stuff that's good on it, like fig, which is a fruit.
Yeah,
and like
honey. They'll put honey on it.
I've had peach on them before, maybe.
Yes, I've ordered
They do all kind of weird different cheeses on there. Like you find like blue cheese. You do goat cheese.
I love goat cheese.
But flatbreads seem to be a little more adventurous in the like ingredient arena.
And you were
Pizza seems to be a little.
You were saying I had a childish palate, and somehow now
because
I'm
it likes pineapple.
Adventurous.
Yes. Because
Be adventurous.
we're just gonna put a cookie on your pizza one time and see what happens.
I mean, there are places that make like a cookie pizza too.
You're not for real. Oh, you mean like the big cookies that are in the shape of a sure?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't think those are that good. Just
You know,
side note.
I like that pizza places have tried to figure out how to get you a good dessert in it too, because they're like, you need relief from all of this cheese with sugar. I like that, and that kind of, if you were to just put a little pineapple on a pizza, you wouldn't need the sugar relief either. So, but I will also say, as someone who has ordered tons of pizzas for events with a mix of people attending, pineapple pizza always gets eaten.
So does the everything pizza.
Never. There's always plenty of leftovers of everything pizza. And the next day, after we just had a huge group of people, we're sitting there and you're like, oh, we have all this leftover pizza. And I'm like, no, you have all this garbage pizza with olives on it. There's nothing that I like left because everybody already chose to eat it because they were like, oh, pineapple pizza. That's delicious.
Give me the thing with all the two different kinds of meat, plus onions, plus peppers, plus olives, plus let's go.
No, that's not good.
It's like a food adventure, just happening all at once.
Too much. It's too much when you're sitting there and your piece of pizza weighs a freaking pound. Like, okay, we can just hold off. We don't need to put everything onto a pizza.
I like a little weight to a pizza.
I know you do. I can't. I'm like, literally, you're like, oh, let me hold up the pizza. I can't because it fell down because everything fell off of it. And again, the worst thing on there, and it rolls, are those stupid olives.
No.
That's what I'm going to. They're disgusting. They don't belong on anything, especially something as joyous as a pizza.
And my official contention against your weak argument is that least
you were so mad about my argument with flatbread.
My turn to speak. We're gonna get a little stick we're gonna hold it and pass it back and forth. My contention is that on a savory item such as a pizza, which is made of bread, tomatoes, salt, seasonings that make it a savory dish, it makes a whole lot of sense to put savory items on it that go together, like meat and olives and onions and peppers and salt and cheese. Those all make sense together. You put something weirdly sweet and juicy on it, it just goes against the whole soul of the pizza. That's my official last little.
That was your last little, and
statement.
I'm going to tell you, since you've told me this is your last little thing. Okay. Thank you. Fruit and cheese love each other. They're a match made in heaven. Fruit, cheese trays, charcuterie boards. That is all that is.
We're talking about pizza.
You were talking about savory and you were talking about pineapple and all of that. And I'm telling you that sweet, savory go together really well. And it's just another classic example of balancing flavors. And therefore, pineapples are good. Olives is nothing except for more ugh. So, there is the debate. There you have it. It's over.
And please vote because we know who's going to win this one.
I don't think you do. It's me. It's me.
How can they vote?
Well, you know how they can vote is super interesting. We have this thing called Spotify where you can watch our video and vote on Spotify through the polls, or you can comment on that medium. You can send us an email along with topic ideas to arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
Yes, please.
Or any of the platforms you find us on. We're checking them all, or I guess social medias you find us on. We're checking them. We're watching them. We love to see the comments. So, if you think we're both wrong, I'd be surprised because I would disagree. Only Luke is. But, put your vote in there, and let us know what you think is worse. Is it olives? Which ruins a pizza? Is it olives?
No, it's absolutely not. Is it pineapple?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Ew.
No. No, that little fruit of the gods just right there on your pizza does not make it bad. But there you go.
Well, thanks everyone for listening or watching along as you will. Mm-hmm. We do appreciate it. We hope people are getting as much enjoyment out of this as we are, because we're definitely getting enjoyment out of it.
Mm-hmm. We sure are. We sure are. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and share our podcast with people.
Yeah. And then if you want to just keep piling on top and just start a whole argument in your house, you can go right ahead and do that too if you want. Yeah. It's really fun when we hear about whole families who are listening to this at the same time and having their own individual votes. So absolutely. It's wonderful. But all right. Thanks for tuning in for our bonus episode. We will see you soon. Yeah. Thanks, Kyle. See ya.